Hi, welcome back to the Crypto Dave YouTube channel. It's the 1st of August now, so I'm just going to do my Burstcoin mining profit monthly video. So this is for July 2017. So it's only going to be a reasonably quick one today because I sat down and I talked in depth just now and recorded the whole thing, and then I suddenly realized that my Logitech headset wasn't working, so I had all the video and absolutely no sound, so I'm having to do it again. So aside from the fact I'm an idiot, here are my Burstcoin mining results for July 2017. So before I get to the actual figures, what I just want to go over briefly is the network issues that have been going on over the last kind of 10 days or so. So I imagine most people who are actually watching this video have some kind of interest in Burstcoin. So a lot of you will be aware that about 10 days ago or so, the network was kind of attacked and it was flooded with sort of requests on the network, and they were it caused the network to kind of fork. So it forked into the blockchain kind of forked, and many people on different mining pools were following different forks. The online wallets went down, a lot of the kind of block explorers and stuff like that kind of went down, and it took several days for everything to be kind of restored back to normal. So it was quite an unusual situation this month. But it was, yeah, about 10 days ago, I think it was now. So everything kind of went down. So the more eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that we're on burst.ninja here rather than Pool of Death. So over the last couple of months, I've mined primarily on Pool of Death. But so a couple of days before before Burst was attacked, really, I was having some network problems on Pool of Death. Often deadlines were being submitted, but they weren't being accepted. The network quality, according to Blago's miner, was often really quite poor. So then there were the network kind of problems. Now what happened was that after like a day or so, when it looked like things weren't going to kind of pop back up very quickly, I always tend to use an online wallet, but I managed to get an offline wallet working and synchronized with a database I downloaded online, largely thanks to Lee from iMineBlock. So I followed his video, and he was using the same database that a lot of other people on Burst Nation were, and basically I managed to get myself up to date and on the same chain that Burst Ninja was mining on. So I managed to update my reward assignment to point my mining over to Burst Ninja. So for the last kind of couple of days, as everything was sort of consolidating, the blockchain was reconsolidating, I was actually mining on Burst Ninja, and it turned out that that was the kind of longest chain, and then everybody kind of consolidated, or a lot of the large miners were on that same chain and sort of consolidated. So as I said, now we're largely back to normal. No doubt there's going to be a lot of work that needs to be done on the wallets and other bits and pieces to make sure that they're not vulnerable to this kind of attack in the future. But whilst it was going on, a lot of people were like, this is the end of kind of Burstcoin. It's it's a pump and dump. It's it's a nonsense coin. It's not going to do anything, and it's going to disappear. And luckily that's not the case. I still have belief in it. I like the idea of proof of capacity. Maybe something else comes along in the future that's better, but at the moment I think it's the best kind of proof of capacity coin out there. It is different from Storage and Seal, where you're more kind of renting your hard drive space, but I really like it, so I hope it will continue to thrive. But anyway, my results for this month. So previously I've showed you how I've got my figures, and that's by using burstcoin.biz. So if you're mining on a pool, often your username or Burstcoin address in this kind of case is linked through to like a block explorer, and if you click on that, it gives you kind of all your transactions, and you can look at other people's transactions and stuff like that. Now the trouble with this is that burstcoin.biz has been down since the issues with the network. So what I did was grab all this information actually directly from this online wallet. So if you just go to your transactions, and you can literally just highlight all the transactions for the dates you're interested in. So this is 1st of July to the 31st of July, and then literally if you just open up an Excel spreadsheet, you can dump it in, and it goes in quite a nice format there. So you can see the dates here. You can see here actually on the 23rd of July, this is when I was trying to update my reward recipient to Burst Ninja, and it seemed to be freezing. That's why it's gone through actually 3 times. I was trying and it looked like it was timing out, but you can see just since then, those first kind of couple of days when a lot of miners were on different chains, I had a really couple of quite productive kind of days, and then as the networks got back to normal, those rewards have gone down a little bit. But the upshot of all of that, it's just quite an easy way of getting your figures if you use a wallet. But the upshot of that is that in July 2017 I mined 4,244 Burstcoin, and that equates to, at today's price, about $31, which is pretty poor. But that's a mixture of the fact that the network was down for a long time. I also had issues with my Burstcoin mining machine. As some of you know from my other videos, I also use it to mine on NiceHash. So I do a bit of GPU mining on NiceHash, and I actually use it as a gaming machine as well. And I've been playing a bit of iRacing this month, and I'm having a few issues with my graphics card. So I've got a fairly new RX 580. But I was having issues where it was, the machine was kind of freezing, and it often seemed to be, display driver that was crashing and then kind of restarting. Often that would take the machine down. So I was trying to update to, the latest kind of versions, and then that failed. Then I got to a point where I couldn't install, the latest AMD drivers at all, and I was back to kind of the Windows default drivers. Anyway, the upshot of everything is that I probably lost about 3 days worth of Burstcoin mining with the attack on the kind of network and the network instability, and I've probably over the month lost about another 3 days worth of mining, just because the machine that I've been mining on, I've been doing other bits and pieces, and it's been crashing, and I've been waking up in the morning and it's been down for 6 hours or something like that. So yeah, that's the thing. The only other bit to mention is, as you can see here, I'm down to 37.5 terabytes now. I think it was 38.5 last month, but one of my 1 terabyte drives, it's like a little external notebook drive that I was plugging in, seems to have failed, or it's on its way to failing. It started making a bit of a clicking noise as it was reading, and then suddenly the read time went from about 15 seconds up to sort of 80-90 seconds. So I just pulled that out of the array. So as you can see here, yeah, so 37.5 terabytes I'm down to kind of now. My figures for this month were 4,244 Burst. It's like $31, but a lot of that is the fact that Burst is now worth half of what it was last month, due to the kind of network issues and various other bits and pieces. But hopefully this month, as in August, will be a smoother month. Let's hope we don't see any more network issues and attacks, and hopefully Burst can build from here. But anyway, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Please leave me a comment if you have any questions or anything like that, and in the next few hours, or maybe tomorrow morning if I'm too busy, I will be doing my full monthly roundup of all the investment and mining. So that's not just Burstcoin, but all my other kind of mining things, those portfolios and how they're going. So subscribe if you like the videos, and have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. Okay, thanks very much. Bye bye.